lot of West Coast disrespect. So during All-Star Weekend, I ran into him outside the TMZ building. And I addressed him and let him know that, you know, by me being an older dude, I ain't got no business putting my hands on no 19-year-old dude. I'm fresh out the pen, police everywhere. I'm not about to put myself in a position to go back behind no youngster that don't have no knowledge of what he doing. You speaking on a town in a place where it originated. This the origin of the Sioux. And you betraying it to be...
There's thousands of dead bodies behind.
Man, there's 1,000 dudes in penitentiaries. So a lot of people lost their lives, men, women, children, behind this culture. And to be disrespecting it as if it don't matter. I don't give a fuck about the other niggas who, oh, you gotta check in, or you gotta do this, you gotta tap in, that's irrelevant. Just respect the land. Respect the soil. You know, when I came from Detroit, and I came from a gangsterism ass place. I'm really from Puritan. And when I came out here and I seen that these niggas wasn't playing, I couldn't just go sell dope on Gilbert Street. I couldn't go on 15th and just say, fuck that, I'm gonna get me a house over here and do my thing. I had to go through protocol. You can't just run you can't, fuck, this west side is the west side of San Bernardino, you can't do what the fuck you wanna do over here. You can't be from no out of town neighborhoods and come set up shop over here. Don't come holler at you. You know what I mean? It's gonna be in a disrespectful way where you ain't gonna make it. So what I learned, honestly, was I took to the Sioux Wolves because I knew already, you know, the homies that I had met as soon as I moved out here, this was they was on. And they was gangsters, like really riders. So it took me back to the same riders I was dealing with in Detroit, Will and Dave, and you know what I'm saying, growing up all my life and seeing, you know, Ray and Rock and Sammy, you know what I'm saying, these dudes was, that it was similar, it's just that on Puritan it wasn't no label, it wasn't no blood or crip, these just was just real gang. When I came here, I had to respect this soil. And I came out here when I was 10. So then I came back when I was 12, 13, and I knew I had to respect this soil because these dudes wasn't playing. The same way I've took many of people to Detroit from California, and they love Detroit. They love it because it reminds them so much. It's just right here, like the origin of the people, and it's like home. But you're gonna have to respect this too, because we done sat there and watched motherfuckers dead and on the steering wheel. You know, I remember getting on the plane, taking my homeboys out there, and we turned the corner, and you got a luxury sport sitting at right there in front of my old elementary school, Custer. Bodies, dead, 2 of them. You know, they like, damn, this just like the house. You know what I mean? So when now you got this rap culture outside of California that's maximizing off the popularity of what we went through. Like I tell dudes, you ain't never been on no mission, or you ain't never in a position where you was pressed about what you was wearing. You was pressed about what, you know, what you drove. Or you was pressed about anything that had to do with this gangbang, because now everybody wear red. The Crips wear red. You know, back then, you know, Crips wear blue, Bloods wear red. The only time Blood would wear red if he was trying to be on some infiltrating shit to go do something, and then vice versa. But now, you know, people is monetizing on success. You know, they taking the culture and they twisting it up, and now, you know, the man, I would say, is maximizing off of what we went through, blood, sweat, and tears, or lost so many loved ones.
When you say the man, who's the man?
The man is anybody that's in a position where he gonna monetize off of dead bodies.
And that can be
anybody.
For every white man, that could be a black.
That could be anybody. That could be, if I sat up here and I was personally, you know, making these dogs fight, but I'm only making them fight because I'm getting the footage. And I know I'm gonna post the footage on YouTube, and motherfuckers is gonna like my shit and subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna get millions of views and monetize off these dogs fighting. But really what I'm not doing is that I'm doing animal cruelty. So take that and reverse that into the black man. You know, that's why when you watch Gangland, like, they take our history and they take our culture, and then a lot of these dudes, they maximize off of our pain. You stood in the trenches. So those that's willing to get out here and get grimy and get dirty, I mean, they could have pressed you and took your camera if they feel like that's what they want to do. But because a motherfucker respect me, that was never gonna happen. But because a motherfucker respect you, because look where you at. And see, that's just like me. I used to go in the 60s with Bubba Loke all the time. No matter what I had on, he might say, come on, let's ride. I got on red shoes, red belt, red hat. And, you know, I walk inside Hump House and niggas would look at me like I was crazy. But Hump, Big D, and Bubba, they knew already, like, little homie cool. So ain't nobody gonna press him. We gonna ride with him because I wasn't on that. I'm on money. But when I got into the transition and understood the difference between money and bullshit, I could handle the bullshit any day.
What if I told you that the illegal drug business wouldn't be possible without the American government?
Treason against the American people committed by Central Intelligence.
For a meeting with the CIA, and you will have your indictment dismissed in federal court.
The U.S. government cut deals and bestowed favors on brutal dictators, malevolent generals, and murderous gangsters in every corner of the globe.
You're getting emotional again.
You might think it was just a conspiracy theory. You'd be wrong.
Drugs were in the black community. Nobody really cared.
All the heroin was coming from Italian sources, Jewish too.
The African American community has quite a debt to what we would consider criminal enterprise.
Only poor people got the time to make moral judgment.
This is black organized crime.
Yes, yes.
You might think that Timothy Leary's quote to tune in, turn on, and drop out with LSD was meant to change America.
Do you have the feeling of reality when you look at this paper and you hold the pencil in your hand? No. Yes.
But what if LSD was really part of a secret U.S. government mind control program? Turns out that it was.
I give the CIA a total credit for sponsoring and initiating the entire consciousness movement of the 1960s.
Early '65, I decided that I really wanted to make a lot of LSD and give it away.
International drug trafficking was subordinate to the national security interests of the United States.
American Dope. For the first time, the real story of the global drug trade, told by the undercover agents, kingpins, and prosecutors who were there at the very heart of darkness.